September 6th is going to be a very, very important day that is ultimately going to impact millions upon millions of people. Let me get into it and explain why this is such an important day and how it's going to impact all of those people. All the details in this video, so let's get into it. But hey everyone, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. If you're new here or if you haven't done so yet, make sure to hit the subscribe button right down below the video, as I am back every day to keep you updated with all of this information that is changing very, very rapidly, literally on a daily basis. I'm also back every day as your daily voice and as your daily advocate, doing anything we possibly can, along with some of the creative ideas that I've been releasing lately to get additional support and relief for low-income and fixed-income beneficiaries like we talk about right here on the channel, like a fourth stimulus check, monthly recurring payments, and ultimately permanent raises to benefits like Social Security, SSDI, SSI, VA, and RRB, or any other types of stimulus programs that we can get for all of these beneficiaries. So thank you so much for your continued support. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video if you haven't done so yet. And I am your daily advocate every single day, working on your behalf to distill all of this information down into these short videos and help you out in any way that I can. So thank you for believing in me. I really do appreciate it. Let's talk through this. So yes, September 6th is going to be the next big fiscal cliff that we are going to be facing. Now, on a side note, let's talk about another issue that just came up a short time ago that all of us remember very vividly because it was a really sad situation. And that is the expiration of the eviction moratorium and the foreclosure moratorium that just expired a few weeks ago at the end of July. Now, here's the thing. What's interesting about this is I've seen various different numbers of how many people were potentially facing eviction as a result of that expiration. I've seen numbers like 6 million people, 7 million people, 11 million people, 13 million people, and 15 million people. So I've seen numerous different numbers. Now, I don't know what the real number is, simply because it's like every source I look at, it's like a different number. So all that we know is potentially anywhere between 6 million and 15 million people were potentially facing eviction over the coming days and weeks. That is a really sad situation. I mean, seriously, nobody should have to live through that. That is like, seriously, really, really sad that so many people were done facing eviction like that and that they didn't do anything to extend that out. However, with that being said, we now have another fiscal cliff right in front of our face on September 6th that many more millions of people are going to be facing another really rough situation. Approximately 9 million people this time. And what is that? That is the expiration of unemployment benefits. Now remember, way back in early 2020, on March 27th, in fact, they signed into law the CARES Act. That was the $2.2 trillion stimulus package at that time, which had all kinds of things within it. The $1,200 stimulus check, there was all kinds of extensions to unemployment benefits. There's these new programs set up for unemployment benefits as far as for gig employees or for the self-employed. There was the extension of the unemployment benefits for people who have ran out or exhausted their unemployment benefits from their state, as well as the federal boost of $600 at the time. Well, as we know, as of right now, it's $300 right now for all of those unemployed beneficiaries. But here's the thing. September 6th, it all comes to an end. Yes, it all comes to an end, with the exception of state unemployment benefits. So to all revert back to what it was prior to March 27th of 2020. At that time, there were only state unemployment benefits. There was none of these other programs, like these extended benefits through these extended programs through these ones that were set up in early 2020. There will be no more programs for the self-employed or the gig employees. There will not be any more of this $300 boost. It's all ending as of September 6th. That is going to be incredibly impactful. Like I said, 9 million people are going to be losing their benefits as of a short time from now. Yeah, that's going to be scary once again. So just a few weeks ago, we had anywhere between 6 million and 15 million people potentially facing eviction. And now the next hammer is going to drop on 9 million people. I mean, does anybody see anything wrong with this picture? I mean, I know all of you do in this community because I know all of you are very smart people and you get it because you watch all my videos and you follow along with all of this every single day like I explain it to you. But I just don't, does anybody in Congress see a red flag with all this? I mean, do they get it? Do they understand anything that's going on right now? It seems like maybe they don't quite understand. Now, again, there's a lot of controversy about these unemployment benefits. Some people are saying it's disincentivizing people to work. I mean, I'm not going to go down that path. I mean, seriously, I don't have an opinion on that. I'm not going to go there. It's not for me to have an opinion on. I'm just simply saying there's a lot of people that are about to get really hurt. Should we do something about it, or should we just pretend like we don't care? Just like the eviction moratorium. I mean, should something be done about that? Well, yeah, of course. That we shouldn't have millions of people that are facing these types of situations through no fault of their own, and all of a sudden just kind of like, well, figure it out. I mean, that's not fair. That's kind of an inequitable situation. I mean, we shouldn't have to have all these millions of people facing that each and every day. So here's the thing. I've talked about this so many different times, and I continue to say I'm very confident that there still will be a fourth stimulus check coming at some point this year. But again, with all of these programs ending, millions upon millions of people facing all of these different situations where benefits are ending, housing is potentially drying up, all these other programs and all these things coming to an end all of a sudden. And not only that, we have this Delta variant that continues to rage on throughout this country right now. I just feel like all of the indicators, all of the evidence, all of the proof, and everything that we continue to see on a regular daily basis continues to point toward more massive stimulus in the form of these stimulus packages that they're working on, as well as stimulus checks, probably monthly ongoing payments, permanent raises to benefits. The list goes on and on for all of the evidence that continues to pile up, and all of these different, literally all these different, factors that continue to come into play right now, where Congress is like really put into a situation where it's like, dude, you guys have got to do something like right away. Otherwise, we're going to get into another situation like what we were in 2020. Now, again, I don't know what they're going to do. I have no clue what the future is going to hold, but I just feel like, does anybody see any similarities to, early 2020 that we're going through right now? I've said this before in other videos. 2021 is like a replica. It's like a mirror image of 2020. So, I don't know. It just seems really obvious to me that something clearly needs to be done. Like, this whole situation that we're in right now is clearly not over, that I think a lot of people are recognizing that, but it's like the failure to act is, a little bit confusing. But either way, I wanted to give you an update on this and just let you know this is the next one coming. And then guess what? We have another one coming after this. And you know what that is? That is going to be the end of September. September 30th, we have even more programs that will be expiring and relief. And that'll be student loan deferrals. Those will be starting back up October 1st, whereas people will need to start paying on their student loans once again. The 15% boost for SNAP benefits, yep, that's going to be ending at the end of September. Again, there's just more things. By the way, that is the last day of the fiscal year, the fiscal year for this year. So the new fiscal year for the government will be starting October 1st. And again, we have this whole debt ceiling issue. You've got to be kidding me. There's so many things going on right now. It's like, I don't know. We are like heading down a really bad path right now, it seems like. So I just feel like it is inevitable that there's going to be more stimulus at this point. As far as stimulus checks and all kinds of other stimulus programs, I just feel like I don't know how they could possibly go forward without offering more stimulus checks, especially focused on lower income individuals. So yeah, anyway, I will keep you updated with all this stuff going on right now, but thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your support. Just remember, I am here every single day working on your behalf, doing anything I possibly can to keep you updated, to help you out, and to be your daily advocate. Make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below the video. Go back and check out any of my other videos here on the channel. I have a lot of videos here on the channel.